Well, it's fantastic that we can say hello to each other and send smiley faces, but how about giving the students some actual work?
All right. Mean teacher Ian. Okay, so that's really what this is for. I mean, this is to help you keep track of assignments, give assignments and grading. So let's go ahead and do that. There are four main things that you see at this top toolbar. You'll spend the most time probably in classwork and grades. So we click classwork. Now, again, with Google, everything is done with your create button. When you click create, you can create an assignment, a quiz assignment, a question, material, reuse post, and topic. Now the ones I use the most are assignment and material. So say we just started a new unit. We're going to call this unit American Culture. So first thing I'm going to do is post new material. So I click material, and I call it American. This is an English teacher. It's important to teach culture as well as language. I'm going to say this is a presentation. So this is where I click add, and then this links to your Google Drive. Yeah, your classroom will come with free drive space. So these are all the assignments here. Let's attach that. So I double click English Today. I've just attached a presentation. You can also add links. You can go into further detail.
You can add YouTube videos.
Yeah, YouTube videos. Definitely jump in anytime, Ian. I'm going to say, please view these slides. And then I'm going to come over here, and it says no topic. But I like to organize my classroom in topics. I want students to know where exactly to go and find the material. And for my benefit, too. I want to keep everything grouped together. American culture, Miguk Munhwa. Call this American culture. And then, as I get ready to post, if you click post, it will post instantly. But because we're such busy teachers, a lot of times we work ahead. So if you click this drop-down box, you can schedule. If you click schedule, it'll schedule a time. But let's say I wanted to post this Friday. I'll choose Friday. I'll make it 10 a.m. so I can give them 1 hour of being happy. And I hit schedule. And what that does is that'll put a notification in, and then at that time, students will be able to view that.
As you can see, it's grayed out because it's not yet live for the students to see.
Yeah, good point, Ian. But we're not done there. If you can see, I made a topic here. I'm going to step out of this window. As you can see, I have several topics. Intro day, Google Drive, Google Slides.
So this is from my 6-month class on listening and speaking. And as you can see, I have very different section headings or the topic. So video lecture project, I had some links, flipped lecture notes, listening activity demonstration. I organized my assignments and my materials by the topic or by the project that it was associated with. So as you said, Mike, Google Classroom is a great organizational tool. And using these topics as section headings is a very effective way to organize the class for your students to see. So, Mike, you just made a material, but you said you also oftentimes give students assignments. What's the difference between an assignment and a material?
Good question. Material is what supports the assignment. So if you give an assignment, many times we have to give something to go along with it. Like students will need to read a paragraph or an article or view a YouTube video. It's the supporting material that goes with the assignment.
Right.
And the two things is material there's not a way to assign material. Material just shows up on everybody's stream. But if I go to create assignments, okay, let's click it here. We'll call it American Culture Summary. These 400-word essay on Midwestern accented English. There we go. So I'm very specific in what I want here. Now, again, there's the add button. And with this add button, you can add any type of PowerPoints, any type of Google Slides, any type of videos. I tend to keep my material separate. because I know nowadays students, trainees, we all have short attention spans. If you put too much attachments in one thing, it's too much and it's hard to find. So
Sure.
I tend to add each material as it goes so my trainees or students can easily find it. But I did, in fact, create my assignment guidelines. So I'll go to Google Drive. Okay, let's say that this right here is the assignment guidelines. So my assignment guidelines are here. It says American slang. So I can double click that. That is any material that I've created. It has the rubric, what I expect. Now this is another very, very important step. Your files are your files. You never want to give students the chance to edit them, because if you say students can edit file, even if they have good intentions, like they want to, add their own inputs, it'll change everything you've posted. So you want to say make a copy for each student.
Keep the students'
So
hands out of your cookie jar.
yes, yeah, yeah. Each student will get a copy of this expectation, and they can't change it. They can download it, but they can't change. So I have make a copy for each student. Now, if you look in the far right column, again, I want all students. You can change the points from 0 to 100, or you can do ungraded. But let's just go 100. That's our pretty normal one. I'm going to give a due date of Friday.
400
Let's say to
words, bruh.
do, yeah, 400 words, but you can do it. Arsusayo.
I'll show you. I'll do it right now.
Again, I assign it to a topic. So I'm assigning it to American culture. This is if I want to add a rubric. And you know what? I don't want you to see the assignment yet. I need to go in and add some files to it here later. So I'll go back and do that after lunch. So I click Save Draft. That did not post. I can see it on my end because I'm the teacher, but it did not post.
Okay, Mike, I see right now you showed us how to add the American slang, but that little button to the right says create. What does that do?
So if we click Create, you can create a document on the spot to go into this. You
Mm-hmm.
can create a Google document, which is basically like Word or Hankong, that's your standard docs. You can create a slide, which is presentation, Google Sheets, Google Drawings, Google Forms.
Yeah. See, what I like about the create the docs is that when you create a copy for each student, every student has a paper to write on to send to you. 400 words, right?
So this is what happens if you click Create Document. You're brought into this view. Very important thing, don't forget to name your document. So let's call it Culture Summary.
Hooray.
Yay! And now I'm ready. I created my document. So remember that I sent this as scheduled to be posted, but now I want to post it. Make a copy for each student. And we're going to click the magic Assign button. Okay, so it'll ask you follow up to make sure. We'll just click Assign. And we're doing it. The power of Google.